What if one morning your bank app showed $0 and it was legal? The nightmare that ended Rome, France, Germany, and Zimbabwe is loading in America's code right now. This isn't fear porn. It's arithmetic. It's 4 empires, 4 identical crashes, 4 graveyards of worthless paper. And the 5th is live streaming in real time. Keep scrolling and you'll see exactly how the dollar dies in, how to bury your wealth before the funeral. Every empire begins with a miracle coin that buys trust. Rome, 211 BC, the silver denarius is born, 4.5 grams of 100% pure metal. A legionary in Britain hands one to a merchant in Egypt and gets the same value. The coin is the empire's passport. Roads, aqueducts, 50,000 miles of stone are paid with it. Trust equals expansion. France, 1790. The assignat is the new miracle. Backed by 400,000 church estates, 10% of the nation's land. The National Assembly prints 400 million livres in crisp notes. A Parisian baker accepts one for a loaf because the paper screams land. The revolution has a currency. Germany, 1871. The gold Reichsmark anchors the Second Reich. 1 mark equals 0.358 grams gold. Berlin's factories roar. Krupp steel, Siemens wires, Bayer pills, paid in marks accepted from Tokyo to Buenos Aires. Zimbabwe. 1980. The Zimbabwe dollar launches at parity with the US dollar. Harari's shops gleam. White-toned farms feed Africa. The currency is gold-plated confidence. America, 1944. Bretton Woods crowns the dollar. $1.35 equals 1 ounce gold. 70% of global reserves. Petrodollars lock oil in greenbacks. The world's ATM is Fort Knox. All 5 currencies start hard, trusted, scarce. The empire feels immortal. Empires are teenagers with credit cards. Rome. 100 AD to 117 AD, Trajan conquers Dacia. Gold floods in, but the frontier stretches from Scotland to Syria. 30 legions, 400,000 men, 5,000 miles of wall. The treasury bleeds. France, 1780s American war costs 2 billion livres. Versailles devours 300 million yearly. Harvests fail. Louis XVI borrows from Dutch bankers at 7%, then can't pay interest. Germany, 1914. Kaiser mobilizes 3.8 million men. The war chest has 2 months' cash. Britain blockades ports. Gold drains to neutral Holland. Zimbabwe, 1998. Mugabe sends 11,000 troops to Congo. Cost $1 million per day. Farms seized. Tobacco exports crash 60%. America, 2025. Minus 750 bases. 70 countries. $886 billion. Interest on $36 trillion debt. $1.1 trillion more than Medicare. Ukraine aid alone. $175 billion and counting. The math. Revenue promises. Every empire hits the same wall. They never announce we're robbing you. They whisper temporary measures. Rome, 64 AD. Nero clips 10% silver. The denarius drops to 4.05 grams. He builds the Domus Aurea. Citizens notice nothing yet. France, 1791. Assignats doubled to 1.2 billion. The assembly swears only this once. Land sales lag. Presses roll again. Germany, 1921. Reparations equals 132 billion gold marks. Reichsbank prints paper marks. $1 equals 75 marks, gives 320 marks in 6 months. Zimbabwe, 2004. Reserve Bank prints $21 trillion in bearer checks to pay civil servants. Official inflation, 600%. America, 1971. Nixon closes gold window. Dollar unpegged. Fed balance sheet, $60 billion. 2008. Key 1, $600 billion. 2020. Key infinity, $5 trillion in 24 months. M2 money supply up 40% in 1 year. The cut is always temporary. The scar is permanent. Numbers lose meaning. Reality bites. Rome, 268 AD. Gallianus denarius equals 0.5% silver. Modius of wheat. 1 denarius 200 AD gives 200 denarii, 300 AD. Soldiers demand gold aurii or sack cities. France, 1795. One assignat note equals 0.5% of face value. A Paris worker's daily wage, 100 pounds of paper. Wheelbarrows replace wallets. A chicken. 5,000 assignats on the black market. 1 silver CCU under the table. Germany, November 1923. Coffee. 4.2 trillion marks per cup. Eggs. 80 billion marks each. Children use bundles of 100 billion mark notes as toys. A single US dollar buys a Berlin apartment block. Zimbabwe, July 2008. Official inflation. 89.76 billion %. $100 trillion bill printed buys 3 eggs. Teachers paid 100 billion ZWDNF for 1 bus ride to school. America, 2025 so far. CPI claims 3 to 4%. Real food inflation, 25% in 24 months. Median home, $130,000, 2000, gives $430,000, 2025 in dollars, that buy 40% less. M2 up 40% since 2020. Healthcare tuition up 50 to 100%. The avalanche is quiet at first, then it buries everything. Official prices are theater. Survival goes underground. Rome. Farmers refuse denarii, demand wine, oil, salt. Tax collectors take livestock at spear point. Maximum law fixes bread at 3 sous. Bakers bake at night, sell at 50 sous in alleys. Robespierre executes hoarders. Germany, cigarettes equals currency. A doctor trades appendectomies for butter. Berlin's Tauschentrahl barter exchanges list 1,200 items. Zimbabwe. Street vendors price in US cents. A billion ZWD note equals kindling. Gold panors in Mazo River earn more than bankers. America, 2025. Crypto ATMs and gas stations.
Signs yet.
Cash hoarding spikes. Silver Eagles trade at 100% premium in prepper forums. Barter groups on Telegram. AR minus 15 for 1 ounce gold. When the currency fails, society rewinds to 1200 AD. Foreigners dump. Citizens panic. The empire begs. Rome, 450 AD. Constantinople pays barbarians in gold solidi. Western denarii laughed at in Carthage. France, 1796. Directory burns assignats in place. Vendôme. Public cheers then riots when mandats fail too. Germany, 1923. French troops occupy Rouen for coal reparations. Reichsbank prints 300 million marks per day just for payroll. Zimbabwe, 2009. Government abandons ZWD US dollar. Rand yuan become legal tender. Mugabe blames sanctions. America, 2025. BRICS Summit Kazan. OCT 2024. 40 nations discuss de-dollarization. China sells $50 billion US treasuries in 1 quarter. Saudi Arabia accepts yuan for 20% oil sales. Fed's reverse repo facility. $2.5 trillion parked overnight banks. Don't trust banks. Confidence is the last domino. The body is still warm, but the soul is gone. Rome, for 76 AD. Odoacer deposes Romulus Augustulus. No battle, just unpaid legions. Western Empire dissolves into kingdoms. France, 1799. Napoleon seizes power on 18 Brumaire. Assignat. Ashes fertilize the consulate. Gold franc returns 1803. Germany, 1933. Hitler elected. Rentenmark 1924 saved the currency but not the republic. Hyperinflation scars birthed the Third Reich. Zimbabwe 2017 military coup ends Mugabe. Economy contracts 40% in a decade. GDP per capita, $900. America. Debt to GDP, 130% and rising. Interest payments, $1.2 trillion projected 2026 more than defense. Social Security Trust Fund, exhausted 2034 CBO. Medicare, insolvent 2031. The funeral date is unconfirmed, but the coffin is built. 1. Controlled descent, Bretton model, O, dollar, loses reserve status, 2030 to 2040. O, 50% devaluation, over a decade. O living standards, drop 30%. O US becomes upper middle income nation. O painful but survivable. 2. Chaotic implosion Rome, Weimar model, O debt default, or 100% inflation in 3 to 5 years. O dollar rejected in trade. O food riots, militia seizures, state secession talks. O. Dark Age light regional currencies, barter belts. 3. Forced reset France Zimbabwe model O. Emergency digital dollar, or IMF SDR basket. O. Wealth tax, capital controls, negative rates. O. Old dollar swap 10-to-1 for new dollar. O. Savings wiped, elites preserved via offshore. Pick your poison. The pattern votes all three possible. 1. Own what can't be printed. O. Farmland 1 acre feeds a family. O. Physical gold. Silver 1 ounce equals 1 month expenses in crisis. O. Bitcoin self-custody. Lightning for daily use. Kill debt before it kills you. O. Mortgage 2 times income. O. Z00 credit card balance. O. Student loans. Refinance or default strategically. 3. Income streams they can't tax at source. O. Side hustle and cash. Crypto. Ow. Rental units and trust structures. Skills. Welding, coding, farming greater than paper credentials. 4. Location arbitrage O. Move to low property tax, state Texas, Florida. O. Digital nomad visa, Portugal, Malaysia. O. Dual citizenship before capital controls. 5. Community greater than currency. O. Local barter club. O. Church food coop. O. Neighborhood security pact. 6. Track the dominoes. O. Watch 10-year treasury yield greater than 5% debt crisis. O. Bricks gold purchases greater than 1,000 tons per year. OS dollar index 87. Exit timing O. Phase 1, 50% in hard assets now. O. Phase 2, 100% out of long-term bonds. O. Phase 3. Passport plus go bag. When CPI hits 15% official. For empires, 2,000 years, 0 exceptions. The leaders always said, our economy is sophisticated. Inflation is transitory. We control the reserve. Currency, they were wrong every time. Your dollars are votes in a rigged election. Every trillion printed is a ballot stolen from your future. History doesn't predict the date. It guarantees the destination. The only variable is you. Will you be the Roman soldier paid in bronze slugs? The French widow burning assignats for warmth? The German professor trading books for bread? The Zimbabwean teacher with $1 trillion salary that buys a banana? Or will you be the one who saw the pattern, moved first, and kept what empires always take? The coffin is open. The eulogy's being written in Fed minutes. Your wealth's obituary or your legacy starts with the next click. Subscribe now. Next week. The 72-hour plan when ATM screens go black. History isn't repeating, it's accelerating. Row credit card balance. O. Student loans. Refinance or default strategically. 3. Income streams they can't tax at source. O. Side hustle and cash. Crypto. O. Rental units and trust structures. O. Skills. Welding, coding, farming greater than paper credentials. 4. Location arbitrage. O. Move to low property tax, state Texas, Florida. O. Digital nomad visa, Portugal, Malaysia. O. Dual citizenship before capital controls. 5. Community greater than currency. O. Local barter club. O. Church food co-op. O. Neighborhood security pact. 6. Track the dominoes. O. Watch 10-year treasury yield greater than 5% debt crisis. O. Bricks gold purchases greater than 1,000 tons per year. US dollar index 87. Exit timing. O. Phase 1, 50% in hard assets now. O. Phase 2, 100% out of long-term bonds. O. Phase 3, passport plus go bag when CPI hits 15% official. For empires, 2,000 years, 0 exceptions. The leaders always said, our economy is sophisticated. Inflation is transitory. We control the reserve currency. They were wrong every time. Your dollars are votes in a rigged election. Every trillion printed is a ballot stolen from your future. History doesn't predict the date, it guarantees the destination. The only variable is you. Will you be the Roman soldier paid in bronze slugs? The French widow burning assignats for warmth? The German professor trading books for bread? The Zimbabwean teacher with $1 trillion salary that buys a banana? Or will you be the one who saw the pattern, moved first, and kept what empires always take? The coffin is open. The eulogy is being written in Fed minutes. Your wealth's obituary or your legacy starts with the next click. Subscribe now, next week. The 72-hour plan when ATM screens go black. History isn't repeating, it's accelerating.